Okay, we've taken and made a very large pit here. And sometimes this pit area is so big that the tip will not cover it all up. So when you place your resin pump down on the brake, the resin can leak out or air will leak in because the tip is not wide enough to cover all the damaged area. And we have what we refer to as a large pit adapter. The large pit adapter consists of an O-ring, and it is placed down over the top of the brake, and then the resin pump fits down inside the large pit adapter to hold it onto the glass. Now I'll place it on the back here so you can see. It goes around, covers all the damage. The resin pump slips up inside it, and you go ahead and work this now as a normal brake. There will sometimes be a little air left up here in the top that'll be between the metal and the glass. Don't worry about this little drop air, it'll be above there. Be concerned about the air that might be down in the brake. So as you use this, you'll sometimes have a little drop of air here, but again, don't be concerned about it right at the top of that O-ring. The large pit adapter will use more resin, but it is a way to do damage that's got quite large out here. When you use this unit, you need to run your barrel down in your holding device very tightly to get a good seal with this O-ring. It's a large pit adapter. When you're running the probe around on the inspection procedure and you go across a crack that is open to the surface, the probe will hold up and then slide on by, will make a little bit of a noise as it hits it. If you have several of these out where the tip or the large pit adapter will not cover them up and seal them up, we must seal them before we start to work. If we don't, the air will leak in through this crack, go over and come up the pump, and you'll never be able to work on the other sections of the brake. Or when you're pumping the resin down under pressure, it'll just bubble up and out that crack and not get up in the other sides. So again, inspecting, and as our probe goes around, it hits these cracks and makes a pretty good little clunk. Then we need to seal these up before we get started. And to do this, we'll use pit resin. Now pit resin is a very, very thick resin. We'll take, place it around, cover up those cracks. We'll take one of our big curing tabs and one we haven't cut down into smaller pieces, and kind of just take it up nice and easy and slow, and that'll work the air bubbles out of it. And we'll need to hold it with one finger. And I'm going to place the lamp now on the tab. Now we'll touch the side of the resin, see if it's cured. Pull off the tab. And the thick pit resin will not go down into these small cracks. It'll just seal them over. We'll drill now down through the center of the pit with our carbide drill. Put our resin pump assembly on and work the brake as we normally would. These cracks are sealed to the surface, so no resin will leak out or air leak in on vacuum cycle. Again, we've just used the pit resin to seal up the cracks that would have caused us some trouble during the repair.